So basically I'm starting out with primer, which I usually do if I'm wearing a lot of face makeup, as I was for this look, and then I'm using liquid latex to start forming I do on my chest, and then I'm going to be doing a cut on my throat and then a scar on my face. And honestly, it really evolves throughout because I start out and I didn't like the way it looked, and then like it actually ended up being like really bad. So you'll just see how it all turns out in the end, but like I'm just layering the liquid latex on just so it's thicker, and so when I start distressing it, okay, also, yeah, you can see that I wrote a B instead of a D, which is the first mistake, but I fix it eventually, but it takes me so long to realize what's wrong. And so I'm just layering it on my neck. I'm literally just adding to it, like not even knowing that it's wrong. Also, like, I take that off completely because I didn't like the way it looked, and like it just like didn't work. Also, I didn't put this in, but I used a blow dryer to dry everything because it took like entirely too long. Okay, so finally I redo the eye because it was so much easier to just do an outline, so then I would just add in the blood later. This is honestly the most tedious part of the entire like look and video, just because it's so hard to write on yourself, and then it's also like knowing how much to put, and then when you actually go in and start like picking it with the tweezers and whatnot, it's like a lot. It's like an art that I did not master. Okay, so now I finally switched the B to a D, which like honestly took me long enough, but I told you it all comes full circle. And so I think I added a little bit more just because it wasn't really like you could see a lot of my skin, and I wanted it to be covered a little bit more. And so it's like actually getting like it's coming off full circle right now, except for the the liquid latex on my face. I literally take that off and start another one, but we'll get there. So I'm just using tweezers. You can also use like small scissors, or I even had like my nail file that I was using for a little bit. But I think tweezers pretty much like do the job. It's just like this part was honestly a little bit terrifying just because like I didn't want to actually cut myself and have you know, real blood coming out of my neck. And like, I could definitely see that happening at some point if you're not careful, so proceed with caution. But honestly, it ended up being fine. Okay, so now I'm like redrawing that one scar on my face just because, as you saw before, it was not looking right. And I did the same thing I did with the eye. Like, I did the outline, and then you'll see I'll add the blood in later. And I, again, used the blow dryer to dry it. So next, I'm using my foundation, which, like, I usually don't wear a lot of foundation, so I've had the same shade for so long. And so it honestly looks like it's not my shade anymore, but I promise that it all comes full circle, as everything else does in this video. Yeah, and like, blending was very essential because of the liquid latex. Like, it needed to look a little bit more like my actual skin tone, otherwise it wouldn't look as realistic as, honestly, it looked pretty realistic in the end, which was the end goal. So I was a little bit proud of myself for that. But yeah, I'm just using the beauty blender to blend as one does. And yeah, that's just me beating my face for quite some time. Honestly, like, I did not want this video to be like really long because like I don't even want to watch it, so I like sped a lot of things up, but it's still like so slow, so I'm so sorry about it. Oh yes, this is another one of my mistakes. So I wanted to like contour kind of, but also like make me look more dead, so I used like black and brown, and you know, I kind of used too much. I mean, like, just a little bit too much, as you can see, but like I hate to say it, it all comes full circle. But yeah, I literally just like wiped it off with my brush, and that was the best thing I could do for myself. But then I proceeded to go in again and do it. But it's fine because, you know, it worked out. I'm literally just like I literally don't know what I'm doing. Like, I hope you're not watching this thinking that, like, you know, I know what's going down, like, I'm a beauty guru. Like, I mean, I doubt you ever thought that, but like, now that you're watching this, I hope it's confirming that this is truly mediocre work at best. Honestly, I like don't smile in this entire video. I'm not happy because I started over so many times with the liquid latex, so I'm like pretty much over it, over myself. Like, I'm over it all, but like, it's fine. Yeah, so another hint that I'm not, you know, a makeup artist. I'm using my primer, my multi-purpose primer, to help shape my eyeshadow. Like, I don't know if anyone else does this. I know a lot of people use tape. Well, they use tape for like eyeliner, but like also eyeshadow too. But like, you know, I like to use products. And so I just wanted like a darker crease, and then I put red on my lid, which, like, honestly, it looks a mess, but like, I hate to say it again, it all comes full circle. Yeah, I'm just adding like a brown. Being so vague, like, I don't know how to do this. I mean, I'm just adding brown Blending. Also, my facial expressions, like, all throughout are truly tragic. Like, it's not cute. Okay, honestly, I was proud of this part. Like, I'm adding bruising around the letters and the cuts and stuff. And I use, like, black, brown, and, like, purple. And I honestly, like, really like the result. Like, I know this entire video is me, like, roasting myself, but, like, I have to praise myself for this one. Okay, so here, I did not put, like, on screen me putting my eyeliner because I don't know why, but I cannot put my eyeliner on in my bathroom, and honestly, that's why it doesn't look, like, the best. There's just something about my bathroom, like, I always have to go to my other mirror in my room to do my eyeliner. But yeah, I put eyeliner in my lower lash line. Is that what it's called? I don't know. And then I'm putting more eyeshadow around my eye and in the lash line. So I'm putting, like, this base primer on my eyelashes that I bought it on accident because I thought it was actual mascara, but, like, I kind of like it. And then I'm just using a Tarte mascara, which, like, it's kind of been doing me right. It's like a little sample size that came with my palette, but, like, I kind of like it. Okay, here she goes again, trying to do something. And so honestly, this was, like, the best part of the entire video, other than the end. But just adding the blood was kind of fun, but also annoying because the consistency of the blood is literally, like, the most annoying thing. But it was so essential to the look to have, like, a thicker blood. I had, like, music playing in the background while I was getting ready, but, like, I've already been copyrighted once, and, you know, I really didn't want to get copyrighted again, which I might, honestly, but, like, we're just trying to keep it to a minimum. Yeah, I, like, dropped a lot of blood. Like, my entire bathroom is just, like, blood. Like, it actually looks like I murdered someone. It's fine. Something that I didn't do that, like, I would recommend is drying the blood. You know, I didn't think about that, but, like, I would use a blow dryer to dry it because I got blood everywhere. And honestly, even after it eventually dried, like, it was still everywhere. So just be cautious. Like, it got all in my hair, and it was honestly gross. But this is the final look. I told you it all came full circle. And it wasn't that bad.